Hi everyone. I'm sure you must have experienced those kind of days when it is very busy, very hectic. Those are the days when it feels like happiness is an elusive concept. Life is a race and all that. So if that is the case with you and if you feel those kind of days, if you experience those kind of days very often, then watch this video till the very end because I'm going to share some very powerful tips to be happy, especially on those days. Hi, my name is Akshay Tiwari. I'm a holistic happiness coach, founder of Holistic Happiness Club, author of the book Usher. And without further delay, let's dive into the topic. Alright, so let's come back to the tips. I'll share 3 tips about such busy days. And tip number 1 is start your day with intent. That's right. Let me ask you a question. How many days are there when you get up and initial part of the day, when you before starting your day, you set aside 5 minutes to set the intent for that day? I'm sure that there are not many days. You see, these 5 minutes, they are the foundation stone of the day. If you can get these 5 minutes right, rest of your day can be very, very beautiful. Now you might ask, how can I utilize this 5 minutes and how can I set the intent of the day? I'll give you my template and you can modify according to whatever suits your needs. First thing you can think of what you are grateful about. Ask yourself, ask your mind, what are the things which you are grateful about? It can be there are hundreds of things when you start thinking about this. That you have access to so many resources, you are alive, you are breathing, you are healthy, you have food on your plate, you have roof on your head. So many other things are there which you can be grateful about. So that can be first thing. Second thing, think of 3 good things which has happened with you in the recent past, yesterday or maybe in last 2-3 days. It can be something very, very small. Something like you were going somewhere and somebody hold the door for you. Maybe you went for a movie and movie was very good and you laughed your heart out. Right? So something very, very small, or can be something very big as well. You might maybe you got a raise, maybe you got a contract which you were looking for so many days. Right? So anything which is very small or anything big, something good that has happened to you in the recent past. Next, you can think of the 3 good things which are good in today. You see, I'm not asking you to set the expectations. You see your busy schedule and see what are 3 good things that are already there in this busy schedule. When you ask this question to your mind will come up with the answer. Our mind is very, very good in coming up with the answer when it is confronted with questions, right? And then for next 30 seconds or so, think about 3 major priority of that day. Or if it can be if it can be singular priority, that is very, very good. But if it cannot be, then think of 3 major priority of that day. And that is it. You have set the intent of the day. If you can get these things right, I think it will not take more than 2 minutes. But if you start writing, which I highly, highly recommend, it may go up to the 5 minutes. So if you can get this 5 minutes right, you can win the whole day. So that was tip number 1. Start your day with intent.
Alright, so let's come to tip number 2. And tip number 2 is practice mindfulness in small moments. What happens when we are too busy, we get too attached sometimes towards the end result. You see, end result is not in our hand. End result is the combination of many, many factors. Our effort is only one of them. So what we can do, we can only keep our focus on our efforts, not on the end result. So when we are focusing on the end result, our focus is not in the present moment, it is in the future, and that causes stress. That causes anxiety, and that can make our day difficult. So even in the busiest day, what we can do, we can sneak out some moments, just 10 seconds. I'm not asking too much, just 10 seconds, and focus only on your effort. Focus only on what you can control in this moment. And also you can incorporate mindfulness, mindful breathings while you are focusing on the present moment. Just take out 10-20 seconds, take a deep breath, and if you are too stressed, too anxious about something, Just put all visually, imagine that you are putting all the stress, all the tension in the air which is inside your lungs, and exhale it through mouth. And along with the exhalation, visualize, imagine that all the stress, tension, anxiety which you have put in that air, it has come out with the help of that air. That small practice, it will not, the total thing, it will not take more than 30 seconds, or let's say 1 minute, not more than that. But that will give you immense relief and a great boost to pass and to live through that day and complete the rest of the day with more energy, with more zeal, and with a better mood. That was tip number 2. Practice mindfulness in small moments throughout the day. Okay, so tip number 3. Tip number 3 is what I call break of joy. Yeah. So in this, what you do is, probably in the middle of the day, you sneak out 5 minutes and you do something which brings joy to you. Maybe you can have a cup of tea or a coffee which you like. Maybe you can listen to some songs, soothing song, classical songs, or maybe some high energy song, depends on your mood. Maybe you can call to someone, maybe you can take a walk, maybe you can chit chat, have a little small talk with a colleague. Something which elevate your mood, something which lifts up your energy. And somewhere in the middle of the day when you take this break, it gives you the boost to go through the day, go through rest of the day with high energy. It sounds very simple, but when you really do it consciously, so this is very important thing, that when you do it consciously, if you are getting a break of 5 minutes and you are constantly on your Instagram or something, that may not do any good to you. But when you consciously decide that you are going to dedicate this next 5 minutes in something of self-care, something which brings joy to you, something which lifts your mood, those 5 minutes can change the whole day for you. This was tip number 3, break of joy. Okay, so here is a little bonus tip. There might be a question in your mind that how do I remember to do all this thing on a busy day? And this is such a genuine question, because on a busy day you are so immersed in the task or in the job which you are doing that you will not remember to do all these things. Although these things do not take too much time of yours, but you will not remember. This will not be there in your mind. And the answer to this one is very simple. Because before giving the answer, I will give you one analogy. You see a soldier, a warrior, they do not prepare themselves for the war at the day of war. They prepare themselves at the time of peace. And that's what you need to do. You need to practice all these things on the days of luxury, on the days of leisure, so that when busy and hectic day arrives, you are prepared. Your default mode to go in that route, to set the intent of the day, to take a break of joy, to find and sneak mindful moments throughout the day. So you need to practice that. Only when you practice, only when it is in front of your eyes, in front of your mind, they say that out of sight, out of mind. So when you practice this every day, this will come naturally on the day when you need it the most. This is your training. So these were my take on the days which are very busy and hectic, to be happy on those days. Let me know what did you learn from this video, and also let me know what do you do to be happy and stay uplifted on busy days and hectic days. I want to learn from you as well. Until the time we are seeing each other again, take very good care of yourself, take care of your family member, take care of the people around you. See you. Bye bye. God bless you. Peace.